Hello everybody, I hope you've had a great day today. I've had a pretty rainy day here, not doing anything today or tomorrow, so yeah, just rainy, lazy day. Apologies if you hear snoring in the background, my dog snores quite loud, and she is hanging out here too. I wanted to talk today about the idea and concept that you are what you consume, essentially, and that goes beyond food. I know everyone probably has heard the saying, you are what you eat, and that is irrefutable in my opinion, that the food that you eat directly translates to your physical health and your mental health as well, but it goes beyond just food into all diet and lifestyle, because diet is more than just what you eat. Diet, in my opinion, is actually what you consume in all aspects, with not just the mouth but also the eyes and ears and nose, and that's even backed by a scientific view of like neurochemistry, if you want. The fact that every time you have a sensory input, your brain has a chemical and a neural response. Therefore, essentially, everything that you experience and do has an actual response in the brain, and therefore actually influences you not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally, hugely so. And a lot of people and a lot of lifestyles today kind of allow us to live quite disconnected from our own bodies and minds and what's going on, so we can just be unconsciously kind of consuming all kinds of stuff, not even just food, even outside of our diet, our food diet, and not even really being aware of the effects that these things are having on our psyches or our physical bodies. And when I think the statistic for 20 to 30-year-olds, the average screen time at the moment is, I think, like 5 hours or 6 hours or something like that. I know a lot of my friends, it's definitely around that, if not more. Yeah, you're hugely influenced by the kind of things that you are consuming, especially technologically. And yeah, it really calls for what I call conscious consumption, because the reality is that we live in a material world and therefore are materially consuming all the time. Sure, if you want to be a monk and live on a bowl of rice a day and not interact with the material world, I support you. You go do that. Have fun. Or, yeah, try to enjoy it. No, not me. I like doing stuff, and I know a lot of people like doing stuff. The material world's cool. It's really cool. But it calls for conscious consumption, because it's so easy to allow these things to get out of control in our life, and us to not really then even be noticing how they're influencing ourselves, and then how we interact with the world around us. And yeah, I just really want people to be open to even considering the idea that everything you do influences you in a certain way, a lot of the time physically as well. And so if you're having issues and reoccurring things happening in your life, especially physically, but even mental and just moods in particular, try to look at what you are doing leading up to those things, and if there's any reoccurring things that you are consuming that may possibly be linked to other things. They could be ailments or disorders or what have you, or just even moods or anything. Headaches perpetually. For goodness sake, drink water. The amount of people that don't drink water and perpetually have headaches, and I know because I've been that person in the past, living off nothing but just the occasional energy drink or like Coke, and then wondering, man, why am I having to live off painkillers and having a headache all the time? Turns out you're actually meant to drink water like they teach you. Wow, what do you know? And, you know, when yeah, we're living in so much of a lifestyle where you can just have access to doing whatever you want, it yeah, it really allows us to let our consumption get out of control. But yeah, kind of just some food for thought on the idea of being conscious of your consumption of every aspect of life, and yeah, seeing how that goes for you. Just something to think about when you are consuming, as we all do. Take care.